So I've been thinking, I want to play some new types of games. Do you have any recommendations for me? Oh. But of course. Okay. Yeah, this is gonna take a while. Yes! I don't really think this counts as a genre. Anime games come in many different forms. I don't really know the general opinion in terms of anime types of games. However, what are anime games and are they even worth playing?
When I say anime game, your mind may go in different directions. You may think an anime game or an anime looking game. So in order to understand this variety of games, I must look at both types of anime games. So the first set of anime games are games that come from anime itself. And that's kind of funny because more likely, the anime actually comes from manga. So these games would technically be manga games if anything.
It doesn't have the same ring to it though.
More or less, these games would mostly be from shonen type of anime. So your Dragon Ball, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, My Hero Academia, and much more. These are the more commonly known games as, well, for one, they are developed and published by pretty big companies. Most of the time, it would be Bandai Namco who would release these games, so advertising would reach many people. But that's not to say that these games would be unknown because the fan bases are actually pretty big. The gameplay of these games vary because they come in so many different genres. The typical type you will see is an arena fighter. There are so many of these and I'm not sure what game even made them so frequent. I would like to believe it was Dragon Ball, but I have no true evidence of that. Although I will make the argument that those are probably the best arena fighters of them all. And of course, the Naruto Ninja Storm games are also pretty cool, but all the other anime arena fighters are mostly just whatever. They typically won't be as popular as those games. I mean, Kill la Kill If has that arc system specialty with the animations looking pretty cool, but I've never heard anyone talk about that game. And even the Demon Slayer game somehow just fell into silence after a while. Fighting games would typically be a common genre for these anime games, but there's a lot more genres they go for. Card games are another common one, but I'm not really a fan of card games. That doesn't matter right now. These do get some popularity from fans and have an active fan base around these types of games. Action games and RPGs would also exist. Pirate Warriors is a really popular one for One Piece, but there's also the RPG that came out not too long ago. There's also Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, which is really cool. I can go on and on about the shonen types of games, but there are also some series you would never expect. During the old days of video games around the PS2 era until the DS era, there were a lot of licensed manga anime games. For some reason, a series like Azumanga Daioh has a bunch of games. They all came out around that era, but after games have become more technical, these types of games faded away. Even Nichijou has a game. I don't even know why. Any other licensed anime game would either be in the form of a visual novel or some sort of casual game. But overall, at least fans have something to play for their beloved series, right? The other types of anime games are a lot easier to talk about. These are anime-like games. They don't necessarily come from an anime, but they can very well become anime. That's not very uncommon. I never consider visual novels as games, but they kind of are. They do require you to make choices which end up changing the story. I never play these types of games, but it absolutely has an audience. Almost 100% of the time, these games will have the anime aesthetic.
I'm just saying almost because I don't want that tiny percentage where that one game doesn't have the anime aesthetic and I get the percentage wrong because of it.
These are the most common types of games that would get adapted into an anime. They wouldn't be so popular in the West, but it's 100% popular in the East. Again, I tend to stray away from this genre. But of course, there are a lot more genres in this type of anime games as well. Just like the other type, this type pretty much has the same genres. You will see anime looking fighting games, anime looking RPGs, anime looking card games, and whatever you can come up with. The reason why this aesthetic is a lot more common than you think is actually pretty simple. It's pretty much the same reason why there are a lot of realistic looking games that come out from the West. These games are clearly inspired from the anime art style, whether it's shonen or just a more realistic style like Steins Gate. These games could have been given any other art style. But let's be real, if a visual novel had a more 3D realistic style, would anyone want it?
Probably not.
In terms of the stories of these types of games, they are as anime as they get. Either pretty edgy or complete chaos. Now that I think about it, many of Bandai's games are pretty anime-like. I guess you could really just treat these games as anime that you can play. My favorite of these anime-like games probably has to be the Touhou series. And it's not really because of the story, it's more because of how dumb these games are.
When I say dumb, I mean crazy.
These games have great music and pretty intense gameplay, but this isn't a Touhou review video, so I'll leave it at that. I just wonder, if many popular games like Genshin Impact or Fire Emblem didn't have these anime styles, would it be so popular? It makes you wonder the other possibility too. If they didn't have this style, would the people who don't like it because of the anime-ness of it actually play these games? I say give these games a try. I get that this art style isn't for everyone, and I understand, but when it comes down to it, you're kind of missing a whole experience, art style aside. There are the occasions where anime games actually become anime or even manga. I know Fire Emblem and other Nintendo properties have manga. The games that typically get adaptations are mostly visual novels. The Tales series and the Persona series typically do get anime adaptations as well, so it doesn't have to be visual novels.
I guess Persona kind of counts as one.
Anime games are pretty interesting. They are a lot more common than I thought, but I'm not complaining. If you don't mind the art style and see an anime game that interests you, try it out. You may end up having a lot of fun.
Anime games are pretty cool, honestly. The ones I play the most are Dragon Ball. That should be obvious with the amount of times I've talked about Dragon Ball games on my channel. But that's not to say I haven't played other games, whether it's the anime games or the anime games. Try out the games that interest you because you'll probably end up enjoying it. Anyways, time to ask for more recommendations.